you doing that? Are you taking a breath right now? Or throughout the day, think about the last conscious breath you took. And take one now. Because it's about to get real. We need to train our nervous system, our parasympathetic nervous system, to calm down in times of unrest. Because we are seeing things on the media and we are reacting rather than acting. So I think a lot of people have activism confused with reactivism, and that's not even a thing, but that's what a lot of people are doing. They're reacting. They're not taking the time to just okay? That's what we need to be doing. We need to come together or not to come together. Do it on your own. But take the time to be in your body. Get off the media, social media, and onto your mat. And it doesn't have to be a yoga mat. It doesn't have to be an exercise mat. I am referring to your own self. Whatever that is for you, however you tune in, if it's reading, if it's writing, whatever just gives you time to just do that for the collective. That's all I'm asking, and that's all I'm saying. Peace and love.
Yo, no truer words said by the great Erica J. Check it out on Instagram right now, at LO_yellow. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Speak Everything into Existence with your boy Darnell Jordan of S-Town Productions. A lot of stuff that's happening this week that we need to discuss, that I need to discuss. There's a lot going on in the news today, y'all, and we need some clarity, and there is some importance of some stuff. And this is why I wanted today's episode to literally just talk about action and not reaction. So, on the docket today, I know we got a lot to talk about in regards of the recent passing of Chadwick Boseman and his impact. Definitely got a lot to talk about with the news in Rochester right now with the death of Daniel Prude that happened on March 30th that is now being put to light within the last couple weeks. And it's getting heavy for a lot of people these days. So we're about to talk about it. So give me 1 second here as I try to get stuff set up. By the way, I'd have no sponsors. But if you feel like you want to support your boy, feel free to go over to all the stuff right on the bottom of the screen. You can check out all my inquiries, all my information, my email and stuff is below on djstownproductions@gmail.com for any inquiries that you guys may have interest in. As well as all my music content and all that stuff. But, you know, I've been doing more and more in discussions with just a lot of stuff going on with everything in the news today. I haven't really done too much of music, but I wanted to be able to kind of use my platform as we speak right now and talk a little bit about just everything that's going on in the world this year. I feel like this is kind of the purpose that I'm kind of living for at this moment, especially when we've been having discussions about just the whole Black Lives Matter movement, and the election year coming up. So a lot of stuff that needs to be talked about, and we will get into it. So let us start off with probably the thing that a lot of people have been recently hearing about in regards of Rochester. Since I'm a Rochester native, so let's kind of talk about that. All right. Let's see. Late March, the call came over for the police radio in Rochester. A naked man was running outside under the influence of PCP and shouting that he had the coronavirus. Police officers arrived. The handcuffed man, Daniel Prude, age 41, after began spitting, officers covered his head with a mesh hood. When he tried to rise, the officers held him face down on the ground, and one of them pushing his head to the pavement. The police held Mr. Prude down for 2 minutes, and he had to be resuscitated. 7 days later, he died. I'm not going to do anything in regards to the video. This happened on the 22nd of March. He arrived in Rochester on 22nd of March. His brother Joe picked him up at Buffalo earlier. He'd been kicked off after being kicked off a train in Chicago. But soon after, he began breathing erratically. Joe Prude, his brother, admitted to the hospital after the evaluation, but he was released within hours of return to Joe Prude's home. Basically, they're categorizing this as a mental crisis, which, in my opinion, this one hit home for me more than others, just knowing the importance of the discussions I talk with all of you guys on a daily basis about just the importance of mental health. And yet here we go again and talking about it again with everything that's going on in the world again. So where do we go now? Our law enforcement, I can't even trust. If I can't even and this is a cultural thing that goes even beyond law enforcement. This is a cultural thing where it goes beyond masculinity, right? Because we talk so much about the masculine stigma all the time, right? With people. Masculinity. It's very like, oh, you need to just suck it up, deal with it, act like nothing doesn't exist, and just push through it, and basically hiding your admittance to having an issue, because no man really wants to console the issue and trying to better themselves as part of the process, right? So what do we do in regards to that? What do we do when we need to better ourselves as a collective, as a community, as a male race, where we need to stop this whole stigma of saying, men just need to be strong and suck it up. It's you want to talk about like systemic racism, like let's talk about like systemic masculinity, right? The system tries to teach that, right? Whereas like men don't get held accountable for their actions. Men can't express themselves about how they feel in regards to certain situations because they've been told to be quiet. So it's like our silence has started to become betrayal. God only knows if somebody were to and I'm not sure what his family did. I mean, maybe they have done a great job in consoling this man, but I wish the world would be able to console him more instead of just judging him so quickly. And we need people in law enforcement to know about these things to help those who are mentally ill. um, and to keep them in the right and to get them in the right path and not feel like you just got to just get thrown in medication just because you want to. It fits better with the society if you just give him meds and like, okay, now he's fine to fit in society's world. No, like, help him help you. Like, help them understand, like, everybody is different. We're all unique. But yet, here we go again with an unarmed black man that has a mental crisis, and this man here yet again we have another one that died a week later after he was strangled. I already know that people are already like putting in the media that that it's a drug overdose and this, that, and the third, and we already got people in law enforcement basically putting lies about the situation, which is just ultimately sad on every level. And I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of the people in law enforcement at RPD for their lack of action, but yet they love to put reaction when it comes to people speaking their word and doing protests, and then y'all want to shoot them with rubber bullets and throw tear gas on them. So where's the line here, right? Where's the balance? Oh, we want to take care of this, and then we got to hide it so we don't make ourselves look bad. So y'all can get y'all $16 million of money for your new precinct. How about we actually put action towards the people first, where it actually matters, and not enough people are doing that, and it's a shame, and I'm ashamed of it. I absolutely am ashamed of it that we have to go through these discussions again because we can't get ourselves together. We cannot get ourselves in the right situation to get to be right. We can't get it right for some strange reason. We cannot get it right. It's just I'm just sad with the situations that's going on right now. But today we're going to talk about having a plan and not reaction. I think what's happening right now is a lot of people are just getting very upset and just reacting to the first thing that they see. And we're not really sitting down collectively together and coming up with a plan. Because let me tell you something. It's one thing to react the same way that we've always done. And law enforcement already ready to do it. Like, already are prepared for that. What they're not prepared for is the plans that we can put into place and saying, okay, what can we do that's going to make a bigger impact that's not going to change the sense of me? Because what's going to end up happening is, if we come up with, I'm telling you, if we strategize a plan. There's a lot of talk about this with from the after the Jacob Blake shooting. And the NBA, when the Milwaukee Bucks had decided to walk off, they walked off out of reaction. But afterwards, they did put an action to place. Put a plan into place for their action, right? And they want to talk about there needs to be more advertisement for Black Lives Matter. There needs to have better. Every arena needs to be a location to vote in the polls. Things of that nature. We need to. There needs to be a better platform for us because what ended up happening is they was reacting mostly because I think mental health again, because we're talking about a lot of people we're talking about a bunch of teams in Orlando that are basically stuck and they can't move, they can't go anywhere. Because think about this: this is a regular season. This was just a regular season where they're at their home courts and be able to move freely where they like to. They probably would have been able to be at those locations and come back. When you feel like you're in one location and the only thing is doing is just some of these advertisements, it's like it feels like you're stuck. It feels like you're helpless. And I feel like people really want to make a difference and really want to help the situation to be better, but yet we have yet to find a plan, right? So it's like, okay, all right, we're just gonna walk away because we might as well just boycott this thing and then come back. So they put a plan into place, right? Held their higher ups accountable to see if they're really about that life rather than just trying to do it for the money and see if they're really gonna make the change that they say they're going to. It is what it is. And, you play for these people. They say that they love you and all that stuff, yet they love you when they're in its convenience to their pocketbooks. Do they still love you enough to actually care about your life? And that's the difference that we need to start thinking about here when we start talking about these people. It's like, are they really about it when they care about your life? So, and that's the importance of this thing right now. And I don't think people are taking this thing seriously enough. And there needs to be a difference in regards of how we handle situations. But yeah, that needs to be done. There needs to be a difference. There needs to be a change. There needs to be a shift. We cannot just start reacting out of rage. Let's start acting with some intelligence, acting with some calmness, because I'm telling you, if we moved in silence and showed that we are not afraid and not act erratically like they expect us to, expect the unexpected, it's gonna make some huge waves. That's why I'm telling a lot of y'all, go out and vote. Go out and vote. People have been saying it from time and time again. Y'all have the luxury in this world to vote. Go out and vote right now. All right, get out there and make your voices be heard. All right, so vote. There's plenty of locations where y'all can go out. So this is y'all opportunity. Go out and vote. So first off, rest in peace to Daniel Prude. Condolences to the family and their heartache. I mean, I would hate to be I would hate to be them right now, just having to hear their, have to hear the news over and over again, hearing about their own family member. And it's just sad because now it gets closer and closer to home. And it's a sad situation right now, and we need to do better. As always, you guys can leave comments right at the bottom on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. I am trying to do my best to figure out if I can actually read some of your messages as we speak right now. It's a little bit of a struggle. I'm reading a couple. Thank you to Elias for his input on some of this. So thank you for that. Shout outs to Will Thomas. Shout outs to my girl Kemba Barnes, Kemba Evolution. Also shout out to Erica J once again for allowing me to do that clip. That really gave me the inspiration of the title for today's episode. Let's get right into the next topic, which again, it never gets any better. Rest in peace to the great Chadwick Boseman. We lost another one, y'all, to colon cancer, stage 4 colon cancer. This man's had at least stage 3 for the last 4 years, even when he was doing the Black Panther movie and all these things. And it's just a shame that we've gotten to this point again where we just keep losing people. This year has been very mentally draining, and I encourage y'all to tell somebody that you love them. Encourage y'all to tell somebody that y'all care about them, because it seems like y'all never know when the next time y'all gonna see them again. There was so much that I took, for those of you who don't know Chadwick Boseman, of course, the very famous T'Challa from Black Panther, and just like the cultural, just this enlightening, just like maximizing the culture of Black culture, and just like of Black excellence, being put to the forefront was just the beauty of it. But he was James Brown from Get On Up. He was Jackie Robinson in 42, third group Marshall. Just has a wide view of just many talents, and still created his humbleness, and it was continuing to create a platform for people, for Black people, and for people who are less fortunate, and still be able to kind of say, hey, this man deserves an opportunity just like I do. I got blessed with it. I want to be able to pass the buck. I want to say pass the buck, but like bless somebody. I want to be able to bless somebody moving forward. And he was definitely somebody that really wanted to talk about that and push that rhetoric for the longest time, and just continue to do that. So, the things that he talked about was just like talking about purpose, and just the beauty of when he was talking about purpose, and just how great those the messages that he spoke. I hit replay all the time from I think it was Howard University, when he was a speaker there, and he said, define your purpose. And don't let your purpose is not your job or your career. It's like your purpose is the thing that you strive to do every day to get better at, that you just have pure passion and joy for in your life. And he said that he was living in his purpose. He felt like God kind of blessed him with being able to live in his purpose. So God bless him for everything that he does. And God bless the family for being very respectful of his wishes, and just keeping this very, very discreet, and not letting this go out to the media to try to play the sympathy card, and just push that out there. And it's like, he fought through that, and I commend him for just being that inspirational spirit, and just continuing to push. I know his spirit is with us right now as we are going through these hard times. And he's gonna, I feel like he and God and many others is gonna continue to guide us. Also, rest in peace to the great John Thompson, the former Georgetown Hoya head basketball coach, and just the greatness that he brought in for a lot of different people, from Dikembe Mutombo to Allen Iverson to Alonzo Mourning, to just countless others, Patrick Ewing, and the greatness that he talked about, where he wanted, and he talked about equality like the rest of us. He didn't want to be known as the first Black coach winning his Black head coach. He just wanted to be a head coach. Stop putting that Black title under my name like it has some significance. Put me in the same position as every other coach that's in there. Don't look at me as any different. I'm a coach. I'm a human being just like everybody else. So shouts out to John Thompson. Condolences to his family. Condolences to John Thompson III, the other former head coach of Georgetown, and how he just, I know they're hurting right now at the age, and we're just losing so many people. And it's just so many inspirations that we're looking at, trendsetters. And I think it's really just, it's getting closer to the time where we got to start talking about us, y'all. We need to start putting us in the forefront now, right? I think we relied too much on everybody else's voice from the media. That we need to start putting our own voice first. We need to start talking about what we're gonna do. What's our action? What's our plan? What's our um people are going to start listening more of the more common folk than expecting a bunch of stuff from the celebrities. But I commend the celebrities that are giving up their platforms to let small town folk like me and my boy Elias and the countless others in the community that don't really have a chance to have a voice to speak on these things, because we know how important these things are. And we deserve the same opportunities and privileges as everybody else. So, we got to continue to push that envelope when we got the opportunity to. So, but it's, but yeah, just rest in peace to all the inspirational people and the people that we just lost in this year. It's hard right now. We lost Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba, and we've lost the Black Panther and Chadwick Boseman in 1 year, and it's stressful. These are influential and influential people, and I'm gonna tell you something. I thought about when I was thinking about redesigning at some point my studio space. I was gonna have all these influential figures and pictures of their portrait faces on the wall. And there was going to end up being Prince, Jay Dilla, and Kobe, Ninth Wonder, and Chadwick would be another one, Will Smith would be another one, and just having just these inspirations on one. I just feel like the more and more I keep looking at these photos, I'm like, I don't want another one of my idols to be gone. I'll put Chadwick in that list right now. I'm tired of this losing these inspirations and not being able to just see them face to face and hold and shake their hands and just say thank you for the drive and the passion and the drivenness. Like, thank you for that. Like, I don't get the opportunity, and it's hard. And we lost out on Michael Jackson. We lost out on Prince. I lost out on Prince, and now I've lost out on Kobe. And it just seems like it just keeps going on and on and on. So, but their legacy lives on. Their legacy is within me. So I thank God for them for just just being the people that they are. I couldn't ask for anything more. But yeah, man, it's a crazy time right now. And real quick before we go, I really want to just talk about the importance of mental health, because I feel like, especially with everything going on in the world right now, and especially when we were talking earlier about Daniel Prude and just his, having a mental crisis, which led him into this part. We don't talk. We need to stop. We got to start, like, black folks and just people in general, masculine men and people with the masculine mentality. We need to start breaking these curses, just thinking that we just need to deal with it, or that things are just fixed with medication and whoopings and things like that. We need to start having conversations. We need to start having healing. We need to start having rebirths. We need to start having, like, in-depth conversations where we can console each other without judgment. And just start being better human beings. My Lord, like, when we're going to start getting better into, like, not judging everybody and everything because they're not like us. We're not built like that. We need to start being better as human beings, y'all. And we just need to just get ourselves in the right space right now. So, mental health is very important. I am on currently just over a month in on BetterHelp, talking with my counselor. Shout outs to my counselor. And just having conversations, just my day to day life and how I'm just trying to um, move with grace and beauty, and just trying to just better myself, and just having those conversations and growing with each other, talking with people I haven't talked to talked to in a long time, and just talking about growth. Stop putting these stigmas that it's all about, just your appearance and how you look and how you look to people. It's like, are you growing yourself? Are you, and I'm talking about growth in a sense of evolving, and not growth in a sense of change, because change is what you're just forming yourself the way everybody else wants you to do. Evolving is what you're changing for yourself. So let's separate that situation. So y'all, let's be better. And like my girl Erica said, take a deep breath. Take a good conscious breath, and let's have better in-depth conversations, and let's be better human beings, y'all. So take a deep breath. Speak everything into existence. Invest, involve, and evolve. We need to do better, y'all. We still got more work to do. As Kobe Bryant will always say, job's not finished. Neither are we. Thank y'all. God bless y'all. Hope to see y'all soon. Thank y'all for watching another episode of Speak Everything into Existence. I am Darnell Jordan of S-Town Productions. Again, another credit over to Erica J for allowing me to use her video for the intro. And if you guys want to check out more information and want to leave more comments and stuff like that, I will be sure to check out more comments and posts. For some reason, I can't read them in the chat right now, but we will continue to keep being better people, and leave your voice. I want to be heard. So God bless y'all. See y'all soon. Peace out.